You're listening to a Loot Dummies podcast, lootdummies.com. Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons and Dummies, a weekly podcast following a group of friends as they battle across a homebrewed world called Antiriath in Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. Step into the mystical world of Antiriath and follow as our party adventures across the lands. Talik Grog, half-orc fighter-sorcerer from the wretched valleys of Mekzim, played by Taylor. A Learlock Bloodhair, Harengon cleric whose fate seems determined by luck itself, played by Joey. Pomerel the Gatekeeper, Summer Eladrin paladin from the Feywild city of Solaria, played by Seth. And Body Not Greenleaf, the halfling rogue with a penchant for taking things that don't belong to him, played by Josh. And last but not least, the creator of our beautiful world, the man of many voices, and our dungeon master, Sam. And welcome back, everyone, to Dungeons and Dragons and Dummies, the podcast. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the show. We hope you're enjoying the show. If you are enjoying it, please give us a rating and a review on your podcast app, and check us out on Patreon at patreon.com/lootdummies. We have an all-new campaign called The Primal Lands, featuring Seth and Sam as your main players. I am your dungeon master, and we have our first guest appearance coming up this month, in the month of June, so come join us now and check it out for yourself. On the last few episodes of the podcast, the party has been enjoying their few days in the town of Pokerit. After meeting with King Dosmarine and asking for his help, Shadow tries to tell the party about his adventures with Thomas/Boromel the Harper and sets out to find the Harpers to try and recruit help defeating Zaius and his army. After some unsuccessful tries, he's visited by a lady who gifts him a Harper ring and tells him that the Harpers have all disappeared from Pokerit, but to call on them with the Speak Scroll whenever he needs any assistance. After some planning and some back and forth, the party decides to travel on the road east towards the mountain pass into Asajiski, but decides to stop first at the town of Sithik. As they arrive at the town of Sithik, they see a giant dust cloud over the town, which is being raided by orcs and giant mammoths who are kicking up dust. Roll for initiative. The party gets into battle, has some back and forth. Talik throws a fireball over Pomerel's head. In the chaos, we are searching for survivors, and we are going to pick up here in the middle of that combat.
Okay. The dust mammoth will shake its body, aggressively shake itself side to side, and when it does, it coats a huge area, 40-foot radius, in a giant dust cloud. So everybody who's inside of that dust cloud needs to make me a Constitution saving throw. That includes a Learlock, Pomerel, Sunbeam, and Talik. Bodynock, you are... Oh, no, Learlock, you're not in there. That's just your...
technically, I'm not in there.
Yeah, you're good.
Well, looks like we know where the dust came from.
Yes, indeed. Pomerel got a 25 and Sunbeam got a 20.
16 for Talik.
16 for Talik, okay. So everybody succeeded. Okay, so that is good. If you succeed, then nothing happens. So you're just kind of pull your sleeve up or something, cover your mouth, and hold your breath, whatever it takes to keep from getting all coughed up in the dust here. It does act as lightly obscured, which means that you can see stuff in it, but things get, I believe, a bonus to AC. This guy is going to try to stomp. You know what? He's going to try to gore. He's going to try to gore Pomerel, because that makes sense to me mechanically.
Okay.
Ooh, that's actually a hit. That's actually totally a hit. 27 to hit.
Okay.
As he just sweeps by with this massive trunk. Okay, 24 damage.
Okay, I need to make a save for my spirit shroud.
Yes, con save of 12.
Not one.
But it is a saving throw. So what's your bonus? Yeah, I don't think you can fail it
8.
actually. But with your that's with your special ability
Oh,
thing?
13.
Yeah. Yes, I don't think you can fail it. It'd have to be massive damage. Okay. Body knock, it is your turn. So they just puffed up a dust shroud, so everything
Yeah,
in
I'm gonna
there.
shoot that dusty fucker.
Puffed up a what now?
Puffed up a dust shroud.
A dust shroud.
Okay, I think that's not what you said, but okay.
I'm gonna
What?
shoot that old dusty bastard.
Shoot the old dusty bastard. He's
You
pretty
said a
lit.
Duff Stroud.
Hillary Duff Shroud.
Yeah, Duff Stroud.
Dust shroud.
Sorry.
That's my new villain.
Ugh. Does that hit? Does
Oh.
a 15 hit?
A 15 hits. A 15 hits this big
Oh.
burly boy.
Big
Okay.
burly boy.
Bring him down.
So that's gonna be a 15 on that damage.
Whoa.
15
Good roll.
on the damage? Damn. Okay. And then what's sneak attack?
It's rolling rocks out here. 21.
Let's go.
Sheesh.
Through all this swirling dust, it just right into his eye. Floosh! Drops
Let's
the
go.
mammoth right at Pomerel's feet.
Mm.
Beautiful.
The pleasure sound.
Okay. That shall be my turn.
Okay. All right. It is the orcs now, and the orcs seem unfazed. Something I probably should have described if I was a good DM. I would have described that they're all wearing like masks, like little wraps over their mouths. So this one runs towards you, Talik. He's going to throw a javelin. Ooh, 23 to hit on his javelin.
Wow.
It's
That
a
hits.
miracle. Oh my god, good damage too. 8 damage.
He's so excited.
He really is. Too excited. Okay.
This guy's gonna run all the way. He gets within about 15 feet. Body knock on a leer lock. This one's about 30 feet away from you guys. This one's still like 60 feet away. And you continue to hear screaming in the buildings. Both buildings still have noise coming from them. And then it is going to be this other mammoth orc combo. They come sprinting in towards Pomerel. They get pretty much all the way. I'm gonna put him down here. The guy is going to throw a javelin at. What are you gonna throw a javelin at? He's gonna throw a javelin at Pomerel because he's the guy who seems to be attacking his other buddy. So that'll be a 17 and a natural 1. Yeah, so that'll be his turn. The mammoth sprinted, so he can't do anything. Yep, alright. Leerlock, it is your turn. So the other one just entered into the cloud that the first one made.
I think if I do this, things are just going to disappear. But that's all right. Okay. Hearing the screaming continue, I'm going to say, everyone, you all seem to have it under control. I'm gonna go check that out over there, and we're going to cast Dimension Door,
Oh, snap-a-lapa-dappa.
level 4, and I'm going to appear in this far building to the left.
Mark with your little marky thing where you want to appear, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
I'll move your mini there.
What about like somewhere over here?
Okay?
It seems to be like I'd have a view inside the building from over
Yeah,
there.
so you appear next to the building, and yeah, it's kind of been broken. A whole wall has been ripped off of the side of this thing. And the view you see is you see 3 orcs creeping forward in this room towards a man in the corner who's just going, "Oh God, help me! Please don't kill me!"
Well, that's the worst thing I've ever encountered.
You're gonna change your mind if you're gonna save.
Yeah, I'd like to rewind. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna bonus action cast spiritual weapon, and my other one's going to disappear, and is going to reappear over here, and try to take out one of these guys.
Okay.
And that is going to be at the level 4 again. So that's all my 4th level spell slots. And so, yep, that comes over here. And I think my illusory duplicate just dissipates into nothingness. So they can be
Oh,
deleted
if
as
you get
well.
too far from that, it disappears.
I think that's what happens. It says it must remain within 120 feet of you.
You're definitely too far than now. Yeah. Okay.
And then I'm going to attack the guy nearest to me physically.
Okay.
And let's do an attack on that guy. 22
Definitely is.
for a total of 14.
You know that Talik killed him on a 15 earlier. On a 14, he lives.
Leave him alone! I'm over here. Come at me. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. I just was double checking the orc sheets and realized that they have the perfect ability for this scenario called aggressive, that as a bonus action they can move up to their speed towards a hostile creature. So they could have basically been triple dashing every turn and could be on you guys already. So this guy comes running. He is actually charging towards Body Knock. He gets about 15, 20 feet away, and he's going to throw 2 javelins at Body Knock. They have abandoned you, Josh. You are all alone. First javelin.
What? We have not. There's been
Oh,
no
man.
abandonment. We've been running towards the danger. He just got flamed.
Well, it really just happened. You had Joey next to you till a second ago,
That's true.
and then he teleported away. Okay, first attack on you is a 18 to hit. So that's going to be a hit, I believe, right?
Yep, that'll get the rat's ass.
Another 8 damage. Ooh. And that was almost a crit. So that's a 24 to hit. Only 4 damage on that one, though.
So 12 total.
So 12 total damage. Okay, Talik, it is your turn. You were in this cloud.
So as I'm running through the dust up to this mammoth that just ran in, I'm going to run my 30 feet up to his legs, and I'm going to take a swing with the big bone at the
Okay.
mammoth's leg, and I'm going to expend, well, let me see if I hit.
Boom time.
23 to hit.
Definitely.
Oh, nice roll. 15 bludgeoning damage, and then I'm going to activate the thunder charge and add a d10 of thunder damage.
That'll hit
Ooh,
the guy on
8
top, too.
thunder damage, yeah, to both of those, the mammoth and the rider. And then I'm going to swing, since I have my haste spell, I'm going to swing 2 more times at the mammoth.
You've only swung 1 time. So don't you have
I only
4 more
get
attacks?
No. I have 2 attacks normally, and I get 1 extra, even though it says extra action.
That's what the
can only
haste
take 1.
spell was saying. I was confused what you were saying. I was like, what do you mean you only get 1 attack? You always only get 1 attack. It takes away
Yeah.
your extra attack. Okay, I get the balance.
Exactly.
Now. So 3 total attacks, which is still great, but
Okay, 15 more damage on the second attack.
Nice. Pumping.
And then a 17 to hit on the third attack. That'll be 12 more damage. So 42 damage plus 8 thunder damage to both. So 50 damage to the mammoth.
Wow. Yep, my math shows that.
All right, and then I will end my turn.
And you will become. So it's kind of bad. It doesn't just get in your throat and make you start coughing, which gives you the poisoned condition. It also gets in your eyes, and you get the blinded condition.
Poisoned and blinded.
Yeah, so as you come over here and just start wailing on this thing, you're not paying attention to keeping your mouth covered and get all tore up by the dust. So you re-roll the save at the end of your turn, but only if you're outside of the cloud.
Okay.
All right? So Pomerel, it is your turn. Now
That's
you
rough.
have some meta knowledge about what this cloud will do to you if you don't get out of it.
Yeah, so Pomerel just like turns and runs away. So Pomerel swings Sunbeam towards this stupid mammoth, and as he runs up to it, Talik sprinted past him like a wild man. And as he runs up to the mammoth, does Pomerel notice if the Talik is afflicted by anything?
Oh, sure. Yeah, he's coughing. Yeah, the poison condition is afflicted by the extreme coughing that you're having to do.
Okay, so Pomerel runs up and takes a big swing with the flame tongue longsword. Here we go.
Okay.
Ooh, 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay.
And you know Talik just laid into this guy like a tornado.
9 slashing. 6 fire damage, and automatically 2 more radiant damages. Ooh, 8 radiant damage.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
let's go. So that'll be 20 more radiant damage.
Big smite roll. My God.
Big smite roll.
He is still up though.
Pomerel just reaches back and he swings again. So
All right.
that'll be a 25 to hit. 10 slashing damage. Ooh, 8 fire damage. And then another 9 radiant damage. Divine Smite, which is another 10 radiant damage.
That is just enough to take him out.
So Pomerel
And
runs up and just fucking cuts both his front legs off.
the orc falls down. He just takes a little damage from falling. 10 feet is almost nothing. But he does take it, but he lands on his feet.
Yeah, so Sunbeam is going to see this orc fall down and immediately just give just a vicious kick to the face.
Ooh, okay.
So that'll be a 17 to hit.
These guys do have some armor on, but that'll hit.
So that'll be 10 bludgeoning damage. Right to his
Alright.
face.
Nice.
All right, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Body knock, you are next. There are now 2 orcs about like 10 and 20 feet away from you, and more importantly, a mammoth charging at you, also about 30 feet away.
Shoot mammoth.
Shoot mammoth.
Mammoth be shot. Do you remember my lucky thing that I got? Let me look at
It doesn't affect attack rolls, just skill checks.
it. Doesn't. Okay, so that's a 6 plus 8. I think was what I had.
Yeah, it's a 14, which is a hit.
Oh shit. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, he's got thick skin, but no AC bonus to armor.
Well, that was shit damage.
Oh man, and this guy you don't have any way to get sneak attack on this guy, do you?
I guess not. So that's just 5 damage.
Oh shit. Okay, that's not good.
What's the bunch around me look like? Do I have anywhere I can dip out and fucking stealth?
So, not particularly. So, in front of you, if you try to run by these guys, about 80 feet away, there's a fountain structure. Behind you, it's back out into the fields where you guys came from. Off to your left is the cloud of dust and nightmares, and then off to the right is kind of where they're pinching in on you.
How far away is this mammoth?
He's about 30 feet away. He'll be on you next round.
Can I make a little bit of movement there and then that much room?
If you run kind of past these guys between the dust bowl and the mammoth that's closing in on you, you can get over to this destroyed fountain, and then you could hide in there.
Okay, let's make that move.
Okay, I think one orc will get an opportunity attack on you, but just a regular
That's fine.
orc. Okay, let's see. Well, he rolled a natural 4, so he misses anyways.
Cool.
Yeah, maybe a stealth check.
So 21. I can only min 21 on stealth. Why don't you have me roll it, Sam?
I don't know, because I'm dumb. Okay. 21. Yeah, so you just hop over into this fountain. And the captain's like, somebody get in there and flush that little shit out. I'll kill the big ones. Seth, what did you roll on your con save?
Pomerel passed 25 and Sunbeam failed miserably.
Oh no, so Sunbeam is blind and choking. And by choking, I mean poisoned.
Yeah.
Oh god! Pomerel! This is making it even worse. My throat! Oh my god! Oh. Alright. It is time for Leox to get some action here. So, one of them running in. Is it 1 or 2 Great X attacks? They only have 1. Only the big guys have 2. So that's a big miss. So these guys are going to come hop in the fountain and try to find you. Body knock. And I think it's pretty much guaranteed that they're going to find you. Unless they roll absolute garbage. So they're going to roll perception against your passive stealth. And they're right on top of you. Yeah, so they find you. So right here. And 2 of them are going to attack you. Let's see here.
That's what you recommended, huh, Sam?
Yeah, sorry. I didn't think about the fact that they'd be able to get to you so easily because of their sprinty abilities. One of them finds you and hits you. He's got a 20 to hit. Ooh, and that's going to be 10 damage. This other one is rushing in. It's also going to go after Talik. Oh, since you're blind, that's going to be a advantage attack roll
advantage,
against
yep.
you. Yeah. Okay. He still misses. That's a
All right.
fucking, 16 to hit. And then what about this guy? So this guy, this bonus action sprinting towards you guys is awesome. They still get to attack. This one's going to be at. He's a douche. He's going to attack your horse. He's going to be at Sunbeam. Nat 20.
Well, I impose disadvantage anyway.
Shit, how does that work? Because I rolled with advantage, but I rolled both dice at the same time.
Nat 20 it is then.
I'm just gonna have to
Nope, it's a
re-roll.
nat
Just have
20.
to roll. Oh,
Nat 20,
I'm
kill
gonna re-roll one
this
die.
fucking horse.
Nope, it's a nat 2. Your horse is fine.
My god.
A Learlock. These two run at you, while the one inside closes in and attacks the guy and punches him in the face. The other two are both going to make attacks at you. First attack is a 17 to hit. I believe that's a miss. Does 17 hit you, Joey?
That's a miss.
Okay, second one's like an 8 to hit. And then you still are hearing yells and screams from the other house as well. Now it is this orc captain's turn, and he is face to face with Pomerel, and he is pissed at this horse riding pretty boy. So he's coming in with 2 great axe attacks. First one is a 16, not bad. Second one though is a 21,
Hit.
which I believe is a hit. And he's gonna do 12 damage with his huge axe.
Pomerel will roll
Alright,
his concentration save.
I thought we decided you can't fail it unless it's massive damage.
Okay.
Because you got the plus 5
20.
thing.
7 or something like that.
Right. Exactly. Okay, a Learlock, you've got 2 of these guys in your Grizz Snizzle now, and it is your turn.
Well, I came over here to help the screaming voice, so I'm gonna help the screaming voice not be screaming. Bonus action, you can move the weapon and repeat the attack. Okay, yeah. One bonus action to move and attack this guy. So I'm gonna do that. That is a 10.
It's a miss. They don't have very
Lovely.
good AC, but a 10's not a hit.
Awesome. Do I have visual on that guy? Like line of sight?
Yeah, he's like kind of around the corner, but you just saw him get busted upside the head. He's like, oh, no, do it.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Can I stay within melee range and get a better line of sight on these guys? Is that possible? If I
Yeah, you
do
can like
this-
slide around those guys, kind of slip through them, do a swim move. Yeah.
I'm going to guiding bolt that man.
Jesus. Okay.
Now let's do it at 3rd level. Cast guiding bolt at that guy. Oh my god. 19.
19 will definitely hit.
23 damage.
So you just beam of light, and it just like shoots through his chest, like when Vegeta got shot by Frieza.
Wow.
Yes.
Indeed.
Amazing visual.
And he just, and he falls over backwards. The peasant's like, oh, thank God, you saved me!
Starting to regret those.
He says there's 2 more behind you!
I'm working on it. Just stay there. Stop talking. We're good. And then that'll be my turn, I guess.
That was a good turn. There is a hero amongst y'all, is what we're learning.
I need a hero.
I wrote
Alright.
saving peasants begrudgingly in my notes, so he's a hero of some sort.
Well, it's time for the big shit.
Oh,
So,
shit.
the mammoth is finally more than 20, but less than 40 feet away from a target. And that target is Pomerel. And he comes charging in and is going to make a gore attack. Damn it! It's a 14.
Don't be so happy.
Oh, man. Because if he gored you, he'd knock you off your horse, you'd be prone, and then he gets to stomp you, and you'd be dead.
Prone.
How rude.
Trying to
But
prone
instead,
me.
nothing terrible
Kinda
happens
squishy.
to
My
you
bones.
because He rolled a terrible roll on his gore attack. You're getting 2 axe attacks from the guy up top. Ooh. First one is a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
7
Get so
damage.
excited.
Oh, second one is a freaking 24 to hit.
Might hit.
Also 7 damage though. So not too much damage. You're good. Y'all are fine. Talik, you are blind and poisoned.
With 4 orcs around me and Pomerel right next to me.
Yep.
And a mammoth.
And a mammoth right on us. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reach up and put my hand on Pomerel's shoulder. And I'm blind and coughing. I've got like one hand over my face. Grab him and say, "You don't care about this sunbeam, right?
What?
You don't like this sunbeam, right?"
I can't hear you.
And I'm going to flip the cape of the Montebank over my shoulder and dimension door me and Pomerel leaving Sunbeam behind.
Oh my god.
All the way towards the direction where Learlock went.
Okay, how far can you actually travel?
500 feet. Something.
If it's dimension
think
door,
it
it's
is.
500.
Yeah, 500
It's
feet.
either Dimension Door or Misty Step. I don't know which one it is. Can you do that if you're blind?
Any spot within range.
Any spot within range. It doesn't say anything.
One you can see, visualize, or one you can describe by stating distance and direction.
So I'm just going to yell out and say, "Over there, the way that the Learlock went."
Yeah. So you're just like, this way. As this is pretty flat, you don't have to worry about like ending up in a wall or anything. Okay, I did put you 15 feet from the house just because I assume you wouldn't want to potentially warp into the house.
That's perfect. I will say, dice laid, dice played, but I just realized that we left Body Knock back there.
I was.
He's in the fountain, but oh, you're right. A couple of them had found him. Oh no!
I do still have
Thanks, guys.
concentration, so I have an attack technically. When I appear over here, can I attack one of these orcs with my sword? Run up to it and attack it?
Okay, I'm gonna say you're blind. You teleported
Haste.
to an area.
Haste.
Right.
I get an extra
But I'm
action.
gonna say you don't know where the target is.
I'm still blind?
Right? Like you,
I thought when you come
get to
out
roll
of
at
it,
the
you
end of
lose
your
it.
turn.
Oh, I
No,
make...
no, you have to roll at the end of your
My
turn.
save,
You gotta
okay.
do the roll again. It's still like in you.
It's in me. Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
It's in your Orphi.
All right, Constitution saving throw. As I appear over here, I'm going to try and get this dust out of my orifices. 10.
But you have what's his name?
Oh, plus
Plus
5,
five.
15.
But it's a DC 16.
Well, that's just rude.
I'm sorry. I forgot when I was saying that. Then I
What?
double checked the number.
but fuck you.
All right, I'll end my turn.
I'm sorry. Yeah, so you're still blind and poisoned. That sucks. Pomerel, you are horseless.
Sunbeam fills Pomerel, leave his back, and the moment they appear, Pomerel telepathically tells Sunbeam, leave. As soon as he does, Sunbeam turns into a mystical glow as he face steps 60 feet away to an unoccupied space of your choice,
Oh, snap.
which will be the other side of the fountain.
Okay.
Yeah. So Sunbeam just
Now he was
vanishes.
also
Yeah, he's fucked up.
poison
still.
and stuff, right? Is he doing anything else on this
No.
turn? Why don't you go ahead and make his roll so we can before we forget.
Okay. Yeah. That'll be something like a less than a 12.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So
Yes.
he gets out of there. Is just snorting and snarting.
Yeah. Hopefully he's uninteresting to the rest of the battlefield. Okay, so Pomerel is going to... Does he see a Learlock? Does he see anyone around a Learlock? Can he see
Oh yeah,
Body
yeah.
Knock?
You're right next to a Learlock. You're like 15 feet from a Learlock, and there's 2 orcs right next to a Learlock. Can you see Body Knock? I don't know that you can see Body Knock because he hides so well, but you did see the orcs. You can see the orcs are in the fountain, you know, like attacking something. So yeah, I'm gonna say that you're pretty sure he's over there.
Okay, Pomerel's pretty sure that he can slip from their grasp. And Hamrel is going to run his 40 feet of movement towards the other house where there were screams.
Okay. Yeah.
Then he is going to take the dash action and run another 40 feet.
Okay. At that point, you can see into the house a little bit, and you see a couple of orc backs creeping towards the back of this house.
And as he's running, he's kind of running out of stamina. He just reaches up and snaps his fingers and misty steps as a bonus action. Another, I think it's 30 feet, maybe?
Oh, Misty Step's like 100 feet or something like that. 30 feet?
Yeah.
I guess that's like a special Misty Step.
It's face
Yeah,
steps,
okay.
really. Face steps another 30 feet and yells out in Orcish, "Your mother couldn't carry her own axe!" And that's the end of my turn.
All right, Body Knock. Let me describe to you the pickle that you're in. You hopped down in this fountain and hid, and then they came into the fountain and rummaged around and found you and Jeffrey and began to attack you. Now, your buddies are about 130 feet away. The main battle is about 30, 40 feet away from you inside the dust ball that's right next to you. And there's only 2 orcs right on top of you. What would you like to do?
Is it still the main battle since there's only one side there?
Oh my god. Okay, let me describe it this
No,
way.
please don't. That was perfect.
There's-
Please.
You know what? What I'd like to do is not listen to you anymore and your advice first.
You know, that's fair.
I guess, I'm just gonna fucking start stabbing people.
I am playing the adversarial team here.
So I'm gonna use Captain Shankblade Shank. 13.
13 is a hit. Just barely.
Okay.
Oh.
That's a 7 damage.
Here's something that hasn't really come up a lot because you're normally at range. You're on Jeffrey, and Jeffrey is a threatening ally. So you should get sneak attack
Oh.
from being on Jeffrey.
Okay. Fucker. 20.
That's enough. So you just flick up with Captain Shankblade's shank and just slit this guy's throat.
Oh.
That's awesome.
Are there 2 of them with here?
There's 2 of them here, yeah.
You know what? I'm just gonna fucking brace up and get ready to throw hands.
Okay. It is his turn next. So the hands will be throwed. Okay, let's see. Oh my god. Of course they're rolling rocks against you. That's like a 24 to hit.
Well, that'll do.
Oh my god, if these guys kill you, I'm going to be so sad. That's 14 damage. You rolled an 11. The captain shouts out, "You 3, kill the halfling! You with me!" And so 3 other guys are going to come over. And I was going to say that I'm not sure if they can reach you, but I forgot they have the bonus action move thing. So you've got 3 more coming at you. 21 to hit.
Turn into a fucking gangbang in this
Yeah,
fountain.
that's only 5 damage though on the 21 to hit. Oh my god. I've not rolled below a 15. This is insane. That's a 20 to hit. That's 12 more damage. Okay, alright. The last one's an 11 to hit. Pretty sure that's a miss, right?
That's good.
So, then it is this orc captain here's turn. He is going to hop up on this mammoth. Alright, Learlock, it is your turn. You've got 2 of them, 2 little orcs on you, and a very grateful peasant.
I don't recall which one I smacked previously, but I'm gonna smack the one right here
Okay.
because I can point at it. And spiritual weapon bonus action attack 4th level roll. Oh my god, you bastard! 22,
That's a hit.
16 damage.
Okay, you had not hit this one yet, but as you guys have learned, that is enough to kill him. 1 shot.
I'm gonna smack this one. I'm actually gonna use my bone club for once, and we're gonna smack this guy as my action.
And he's hurt already, so you should be able to kill him.
Well, if we can hit, maybe 15,
That's a hit.
and then 6 plus a D8, because we're on necrotic right now. 12 damage.
More than enough. So these guys are all dead.
Save the townie.
I'll just move my whole movement towards the other house.
Sure. Okay. All right. So 2 of the riders have hopped up on a mammoth at this point, and they take off sprinting towards you guys. Okay. So 2 disadvantage attacks at both Talik and Alirlock. Talik first. Ooh, even with disadvantage, that is a 19 to hit. Does that hit?
It's a normal roll because I have disadvantage because I'm blind and poisoned.
Well,
still.
damn it. Whatever. I'll give you all the benefit of the doubt. Second one, normal roll. Ooh, glad I did that as a normal roll. That's a 22 to hit.
That hits.
9 damage.
Okay,
All right.
got it.
This is against a Learlock. 14. Okay, like a 10. All right, back around to you, Talik. You are blind and poisoned.
All right, I'm going to yell out to the other guys to be like, "Go get body knock!" And I'm just going to end my turn because I'm blind and try and roll this save.
Okay, go for it.
Con saving throw. Whew. All right, 25.
All right. So you rub it all out, get yourself fixed up.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
Yo.
2 of them turn around to attack you. And as they're walking to attack you, a natural 1 and a natural 7. So they both miss. But the other orc, oh my god, I'm not even kidding. I just rolled it. And he nat 20'd.
The human.
Yes. So there's 2 people in here. There's a guy who's like defending a girl behind him. And he gets cleaved in 2
Oh.
Nice.
by a great axe.
Sucks.
R.I.P.
All right, Pomerel, now it's your turn.
Wow. Pomerel's going, Sunbeam, where are you?
He's like, oh man, I got dust all in my lungs, man. I can't see.
Oh my gosh. Like a 4.
Oh no. He's like, my god, where are you at? Say something, I can't hear you.
Pomerel just standing in front of these orcs, just yelling, Sunbeam, I'm over here.
Oh my god. Sunbeam's just kind of like staggering in your direction.
Pomerel just starts swinging his sword. He
Sure,
sees
yeah.
the human get cleaved in half, and he's just seeing so much. He's just like, well, damn. So he swings his sword at the first orc. It's going to be a 14 to hit.
That hits. These guys don't have very high AC.
Okay. 5 slashing damage, 11 fire damage.
Oh my god. That kills him.
So he's dead, and he brings his sword back and strikes at the orc next to the one he's just slain. He's going to roll a 17 to hit,
That'll hit.
which will be 8 slashing damage.
Okay.
12 fire damage. So,
Okay, so that's enough.
yeah, so they swing at him and he misses. He sees the guy get cleaved in half, and then Pomerol just reaches up and just whop, whop, lops both their heads off as he stalks towards the asshole. And then he gets up right behind this orc and he says, "Leave her alone."
He whips around. He doesn't even say anything, just screams out as he attacks you next turn. Alright, Body Knock, you are in the Fountain of Doom. There are 4 orcs surrounding you now.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna fucking run. They can attack opportunity.
Well, I'll remind you that you can use a bonus action to disengage, and you won't take attacks of opportunity for the rest of the turn.
All right, I'll do that and fucking run. Wait,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay, so you can easily get 40 feet away. Do you want to use Jeffrey's dash? So you got another 40
Yeah.
feet? Kind of like the space between your buddies, the 2 houses.
Between.
God damn it! Fucking gotta go.
So you actually still have an action.
Okay, I'll turn and shoot one of those
Sure.
assholes.
Yeah, why not? You never know.
20.
Yeah, that's definitely a hit.
That's an 8, and I'm guessing I'm not close enough to anybody, am I?
No,
Wait,
you're
Jeffrey.
not.
You said Jeffrey counts.
Well, but Jeffrey has to be by the bad guy, not by you.
Whatever, man.
That's why it works when you have your dagger. That's why it doesn't come up normally, but when they were on top of you, it came up.
It's kind of cheap system.
It is. I googled it. I was like, "Is this fair?" And everybody's like, "Hey, man, that's
Oh,
how
really?
that's
You
what
did
the rules
Google it?
say." Yeah, I
I
googled it.
thought
I
you
was
were
like, "What are
going
people
just
saying about
rule of
this?"
cool. Interesting.
Yeah, so that's 8 damage. That'll end it for me.
All right. Yeah. So the orcs, all 4 of them, are like, "Don't let him get away!" And they chase after you, so they can go 30 feet, and then they can sprint with their bonus action to 60 feet, and then they have to use their dash action to catch up to you. So they do catch up to you, but they don't get to attack. So
Okay.
they surround you once again, but they have not attacked you.
All right.
Alirlock, it is your turn. You see, I just realized the visual of
It's
what you
great,
see.
yeah.
You see Body Knock hop out of this fountain on Jeopardy, sprinting across towards you guys, and behind him, 4 orcs just full speed linebacker charging behind him.
Yeah, this is great. I want to guiding bolt one of them.
Okay, yeah, you're about 60 feet away from them.
And it's 120 feet range anyway. Roll to hit. Oh yeah, 24.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I was doing that too.
Oh yeah, 13.
Which
Unfortunate.
one are you attacking?
Well, just the one closest to me physically.
Well, that's the one that Body Knock had just shot.
Ooh.
So that actually finishes him.
Oh,
Hey,
nice.
yo.
Okay.
Finish him. But
Finish
first,
that orc.
Finish that orc.
And bonus action, I'm gonna move the spiritual weapon.
You're weeping.
We're gonna move it back here and just guard this guy.
oh, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill me! Oh, I'm sorry."
Oh, my.
As the floating magic weapon approaches his face,
I mean, it's not in his face. It's just,
as it grazes across his cheek, shaving his morning peach fuzz.
my God.
Oh, my God. Erotic.
Was that too intimate?
I love it.
It's fine. Turns over.
Thank God. Okay,
We're
my turn.
devolving.
Oh, they can't quite get to you.
That noise.
Okay, all right. So these guys are gonna run up. They're gonna kind of split the difference between Talik and Alirlock. One of them is going to jump off next to Alirlock
Oh.
and make his 2 great axe attacks.
It's rude.
Ooh, yeah. 23 to hit.
Shield.
It's gonna be 12. Suck a
I don't
dick.
have shield. I don't have that.
Oh, you don't have that? Okay, 12 damage to you. The next one totally misses. Talik, the other guy, is going to attack from Mammoth back. The best one's a 17 to hit, so they both miss.
Miss.
Man, I made the Mammoth move an extra 10 feet. That was a waste. All right, Talik, it is your turn.
I'm gonna wail on the mammoth with my big bone.
Tell me more.
I'm gonna whip out my big bone and slap it across the mammoth's thigh. First attack. 22 to hit. Do 8 bludgeoning damage. I'll expend another thunder charge for another d10.
So, what's the radius on that? Is it 10?
Yeah, it hits everybody.
It'll hit the other guy too.
Okay.
In me.
The one on the ground. Nah.
I think you're out of range.
Yeah, you were just the way I drew it. You were
Ooh,
in range, but
8
you're
damage to both of them. And
Nice.
then I will do the exact same thing and use the last charge of the big bone if I hit. Give me a nat freaking 20. 23. 12 more bludgeoning to the mammoth.
Ooh, nice.
And let's see what I get on the d10 here. I got 3 8s.
3 8s. That's very fun.
Okay. That is it.
Good round.
Oh, wait. I get a third attack because I still have haste.
Wow. Through all of this.
24 to hit. 14 more bludgeoning to the mammoth.
Wow. Okay.
And then I'll end my turn.
Y'all been rolling good damage rolls today. Like the actual damage dice. All right, Paul Morrell. You've got a... What's the word I'm looking for? just a real unseemly orc in front of you.
A victim?
I mean, that's on the ground,
No, the orc is the victim. Pomerel swings his sword.
of course.
Yeah, 20 to hit.
Oh yeah, that'll do. I have a feeling you're gonna want
That'll
this
do,
guy.
big.
8 slashing damage, and then another 6 fire damage, and then another 8 radiant damage.
Okay.
So cut him in
That kills
half.
Yeah, yeah.
Look down at the peasant girl and just say, I'm sure he was a good man.
She's just like in shock. She's just like looking up at you, looking at the orc. She doesn't say anything.
And then Pomerel sprints out his 40 feet.
Oh, I always forget he's fast because he's always on a horse.
I already threw my javelin, and I don't think I picked it up yet.
You only have one javelin?
Oh, no. I have 5. And he just absolutely fucking yeets a javelin at the orc standing next to a Learlock, because I think that's the only one he can release. No, he can see one by body knock. So he yeets a javelin over at one of these old orcs here.
Okay.
The one closest to the mammoth. 20.
All right.
8 piercing damage. Oh, fuck. 2 radiant damage.
Do you get the like always extra D8, or is that also only on?
I was looking,
attacks?
it's only melee.
Yeah. So, gosh, that's the one thing you really got to get in melee to utilize their potency.
Mm-hmm. So that will be the end of Pomerel's turn. And Sunbeam will begin running towards the sounds of combat.
Okay, just blindly.
Yeah.
You do have everything's difficult terrain when you're blind, so he can only move 30 feet. And he could dash another 30 feet if you'd like. him
No, he's just kind of moving towards where you think Pomerel might be, and then he will take his Constitution saving throw for the 50th time, and that will be a nat 1. So
Oh my
the running is a terrible idea.
Oh, Pomerel, this is Dustman. I've had a dry throat for weeks. This is just, it's killing me.
I don't know what you're talking about. You've been speaking like that since I summoned you this time.
That's what I'm saying. My throat's dry. I've had a
Oh
sore
my-
throat. I've been hoarse.
Oh my god.
No, I missed it.
Oh god. All right, body knock. You got 3 of these green big bastards still chasing you.
Okay, so I'm going to. Are they right on me? I'm guessing.
Yeah, they're all over you.
Okay. Do I take a disadvantage shooting my bow this close? I think I do.
You do.
I'm gonna fucking shank one. Then.
Yeah, shank him.
Oh, fuck, that was like right on the edge. 4 and 11, 12.
Oh no, that's a miss. They've got a 13
Right.
AC.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep running.
Okay. You can keep running, disengage. So at this point, you can either run towards Pomerel, who has no one next to him, towards Alirlock and Talik, who have a mammoth next to him, or just kind of in between them.
Yeah, let's go that way. Let's just make this big orgy one.
Towards the mammoth or towards Pomerel?
Pollock and Learlock.
Talik and Alirlock and the mammoth? Okay.
Yep, why not?
Just making an orgy. All right.
Yep.
So it is the 3 remaining orcs' turn, and I can't help but have them continue to chase you. Again, they won't be able to get to you and actually attack, but they will chase you all the way down. And so the orgy is really an orgy now, and it is Alirlock's turn. And now there's 3 new orcs next to you, in addition to the orc captain and the mammoth and the other orc captain.
At least somebody's getting some action.
All right. Sorry, fella. I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon at level 2 right next to me. So it's going to disappear from our person and appear in front of me. What a recasting Spiritual Weapon.
Yeah, that's the 3rd time this fight.
Yep.
Mm.
Just the easiest way to move it around. and attack the guy that hopped down off the mammoth for a 17 to hit? Question mark.
That's it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's well. Actually, good to ask. They've got a breastplate on, so they have AC 16 actually.
Well, it's 4 damage.
Oh my god. Okay.
And then I'm going to attack physically. Well, not physically, but physically. I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds on him
Mm.
at just level 1. 16 to hit.
That's their AC.
Ooh.
I knew it was going to be close. And then that's going to be 13 damage to that guy.
Okay, there we go. That's much better.
So I dealt a total of 17 that turn.
He's starting to look hurt, but he was pretty full when he jumped off the mammoth.
Gotcha. And yeah, that's unfortunate. That's my turn.
Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. The 2 captains are gonna go. So first one, 2 Great X attacks on you, Allurlock. That is going to be a 17 to hit and an 18 to hit. One of those hits, right? The 18.
No, 19's my AC.
Oh, so they're both misses. Wow. Okay. 2 attacks on Talik. First one is a 16.
Miss.
Second one's a 21.
Hit.
Okay. Oh my god. 4 damage. Pitiful. But
Okay.
then the dust mammoth is going to shake, and I need all 3 of you guys, well, 4 counting Jeffrey, to make a Constitution saving throw.
18.
Oh, 23 total. And then that 20.
So that's a
Not where I
save.
wanted
Body knock, con save.
There's mine, which is fucking 4.
So you become poisoned and blind.
And Jeffrey's a 3.
So Jeffrey also goes poisoned and blind. So you are surrounded by 3 orcs, poisoned and blind. Talik and Allurlock, y'all are in this bubble. You know that if you end your turn in it, it's going to be a problem. And that is the end of the initiative round. So I think we should call it here and finish up this fight next time.
Cliffy.
Cliffy,
Indeed.
make a
was
note here
fun.
where we're at. Man, you guys caused some problems.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night.
All right.
Find out what happens to our party next week. Check us out at dndndummies.com. And please leave us a rating and a review on your podcast app. It would mean the world to us.